A very good afternoon. Welcome to BBC London. I'm Thomas Magill. A dedicated cycle lane will open on Hammersmith Bridge next week, which will allow cyclists to cross without having to dismount. It comes as structural work to make the bridge safe has been paused. The 137-year-old bridge was closed to vehicles in 2019 after cracks appeared. Alison Earle has more from West London.
It's one of the world's oldest suspension bridges and the first on the Thames. But instead of a landmark to be proud of, Hammersmith Bridge is quite the opposite.
I think it's a total embarrassment to this country.
It's been off limits to vehicles since cracks were discovered in 2019, causing disruption for the 20,000 or so motorists who used it each day. But from next week, things are changing. Well, for the past few years, cyclists have been forced to get off their bike and walk along the bridge. But from Tuesday, they'll be able to use a new two-way lane. But it is only temporary. It's just for 10 weeks while they fix damage caused after a boat of West Ham fans crashed into it in December.
Well, for me personally, it's a good thing because I cycle from Barnes Putney. So obviously it's going to save me about 5 minutes, obviously being able to cycle. But I know it's very contentious in terms of driving over it and everything else.
I feel like for me who's doing their daily walks, it's just it would be really great to kind of have it finally as it was before.
But a temporary reprieve, yeah, it's bittersweet. You're sort of giving somebody a chance to enjoy it for a few moments and then it's taken away again.
And campaigners aren't impressed. They want a long-term solution.
It's been hugely disruptive for the area. The buses take a long time to get round to Hammersmith. It can take an hour. And so we've had no emergency services, no police, no ambulance, nothing for 5 years. Because they can't get across the bridge.
Hammersmith and Fulham Council said it's committed to the full reopening of the historic crossing. It's in talks with the Department for Transport and TfL over how to pay for all the works, which now stand at £250 million, more than double the original estimate. So while for some the new lane is progress, for others it's another chapter in a saga that continues to drag on. Alison Earle, BBC London.
A murder investigation has been launched after the death of a woman in her 60s in Chelmsford. Officers were called to the Great Baddow area following reports of an unknown male in the area. A 31-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of murder. A fundraiser for a mother and her 2 young daughters who were victims of a chemical attack in Clapham last week has now reached over £35,000. Set up by close friends, the page says it's hoped the money raised will help the family rebuild their lives after the attack. It comes as police continue to search part of the River Thames for the body of the man suspected of being behind the incident. And that takes us to the weather with Corsa.
Hello, good evening. Well, it's been a mostly cloudy day, and as we look ahead to the rest of the weekend, well, it does stay rather cloudy, and tomorrow there will be some scattered showers at times, and some of these could be heavy. But for the time being, we have some outbreaks of rain, mainly across more eastern parts, that will linger into the evening. But overnight tonight, rather cloudy, some scattered showers, some mist and fog developing, and temperatures overnight dipping to around 4 to 5 Celsius. It means for tomorrow it will be quite cloudy to start, and there will be those scattered showers around as well. Once any mist and fog clears, there may be some brighter spells developing though by the afternoon, maybe some sunshine too, and temperatures tomorrow reaching around 6 to 11 Celsius. But as we look ahead to the next few days, while turning quite unsettled, we are expecting an area of low pressure to arrive in around Tuesday into Wednesday, bringing with it some outbreaks of rain. So it does look like it will be quite unsettled into next week. Monday, though, largely dry with some sunny spells, maybe 1 or 2 isolated showers. But later on in the week, much more in the way of rain and becoming milder once again.
And just before we go, London's Chinese community have been celebrating the Lunar New Year. Thousands took to the streets around Chinatown to mark the occasion, and what they will welcome in is the Year of the Dragon. That's all from me. There's much more on the BBC News app, including how you can nominate someone for the Make a Difference Awards. The full details are on our website, bbc.co.uk/make a difference. From all of the weekend team, have a lovely Saturday evening. Bye-bye.